What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Not So Silent Partner. Today we are talking all about drones in real estate, Snapchat in marketing, and we're talking about how to bring your industry into the digital age. We are on location at Yanni Family Orthodontics in Longmeadow, Massachusetts, thanks to Kara from YFO, who has sent us in a question via Snapchat. First of all, I want to thank everybody who's watching right now live on Meerkat. Thank you all so much for following. You guys can send us your questions either on Meerkat, on Periscope, through Facebook, through Twitter. But let's get right to it. Let's start with Kara's question.
Hi Silent Partner. So I love Snapchat and feel like there's a lot of untapped potential here, but I have no clue where to begin when it comes to integrating it into my marketing strategy. Any tips?
So Kara, you are absolutely 100% correct. Snapchat has a massive amount of potential from a marketing perspective, but all across the country and all across the world, people are scratching their heads right now going, Snapchat? How do I market using Snapchat? Well, a couple things to remember. First of all, Snapchat is definitely a younger demo. Right now, we're seeing massive growth, though, in the 25 and older category in terms of people utilizing Snapchat. So I want you to think about Snapchat as nothing more than being a platform for telling stories. Kara, as you know, you've got a lot of younger people coming in, but you also have their parents. So the question is, how do you engage them? How do you provide value to them through Snapchat? First of all, behind the scenes. Think behind the scenes videos, think behind the scenes pictures, think behind the scenes level of engagement and asking questions and having a good time. And think about some promotions that you guys can put out there on a regular basis. Use the platform to encourage people to also follow you on Instagram, throw promos, throw behind the scene private events, stuff like that, and just use it as a way of connecting with people. So I don't care if you are a family orthodontist or if you are a salon or if you are a real estate agent, think about ways to provide value through the platform, and that is a great way of utilizing Snapchat. Very personal platform, high level of engagement. Dive in and we want to hear all about your success stories. Our second question today comes to us from Joe. Joe wants to know, how do I bring my industry into the digital age? Joe, I'm assuming that you guys have a website, because if you don't have a website now, you're out of business, basically. So I'm assuming you already have that website. So now how can we take things to the next level from an engagement perspective? I'd love to see you guys really dive into Instagram, to Facebook, to Twitter, to Snapchat, to Pinterest. Really depends on the platform that you guys are comfortable with, the platform that your demographics are also on, and the level of comfort that you guys have with technology. So utilizing your website as a platform for educating people, bringing them behind the scenes videos, bringing them information about the company, but in a fun and engaging way, providing value to your followers, that is the key to beginning to bring your company into the digital age.
I have a question for the Silent Partner. How do you feel about the use of drones in real estate photography?
Our third question today comes to us from Zoraida. Zoraida obviously asking all about the use of drones. Zoraida, I'm seeing a lot of drone use in real estate. Now, there are a couple of things that we need to be aware of. One, FAA regulations are extremely strict surrounding drone use, so you've got to be making sure that you're operating within the law. State regulations may also even be more strict than the FAA regulations. So very, very important that you're cognizant of what those regulations are. I'm seeing way too many real estate agents spend a whole boatload of money on aerial footage by drone and then use nothing more than the aerial footage. So you've got this great property, this great listing, and you see nothing but views from the sky, which are great and they're gorgeous, but when you're thinking about all of that money that you're spending, stop thinking about how much that money impacts you and start thinking about ways that you can utilize the showcasing of that listing to sell the property, because it's not about your ego, guys, it's about selling the listing. So a mix of that aerial footage along with some spectacular shots of the residence from the inside. I mean, if it's a massive place with 14-foot ceilings, bring the drone inside and get some footage like that. Sliders, glide cams, use some of this really cool technology that's out there to showcase the house in the best light possible. Mix up those aerial shots with plenty of shots of the inside of the house. And if you're not using video to do tours of properties, you really need to get with the times, guys. It's the best way of showcasing the property, bringing people through that tour. I'm so sick and tired of clicking on, see virtual tour of the house, thinking I'm going to get a video, and all that it is the same lousy pictures that I already saw of the house, now set to really crappy music that I don't want to listen to. So if you're going to promise me a video, give me an actual video, for the love of God. Mix it up, mix up that aerial footage, mix up those aerial shots, and make sure you are providing value to the end user. That does it for this edition of the Q's and the A's with the Not So Silent Partner. Again, we want your questions. Send them in by video like Zoraida and Kara did today. Follow us on Meerkat. Check us out on The Cave on Facebook. Thank you for all those of you who are following, and we'll see you back here next time.